Do it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week at Shrouded, episode 139. I'm your host, A. Greener. Tonight, we have Mr. Wrecked with us. Thanks for being here.
Of course.
Amazing. So we've got almost nothing to talk about in Destiny today, and I know this is supposedly a Destiny podcast, so we're going to talk about the lack of information that we actually get to talk about. Plus, we're just going to add some other shit into the podcast today. We're going to talk about video games. Well, that's it. Video games mostly.
If Bungie doesn't want to give us stuff to talk about their games, fine. We'll talk about other games.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about other stuff. But first, there was a TWID today. Actually, I closed it because it was so fucking boring.
I mean, what?
But I'm gonna open. What?
I guess technically it's called a TWID, but
Okay, so all right. Listen, we got to talk about it, whatever it is. But it's so they're doing a Tharsis Threads fashion show for any of you that want an emblem that looks like this, real quick on the screen. Ta-da! Sorry, audio podcast listeners. You'll have to check that out on the YouTube video if you want to see it. You can take inspiration from Destiny 2 Renegades, dress up, customize Guardians as a number of the Praxic Order, and submit it on Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit using hashtag Tharsis. Okay, I have to close my Discord because someone's messaging me. And all I hear is click, click, dip, 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 dip. Oh my God,
whoa, there it is.
Okay, anyway. I did read in this earlier that you cannot use other what's the word I'm looking for? Non-Bungie media as inspiration. There, inspiration was the word I was looking for this one. It says characters or scene recreations from non-Bungie media will not qualify as fashion, and your submissions must be strictly Renegades themed. So basically, put some Renegades armor on that you got on Renegades and submit it on Twitter and say, this is Renegades inspired. I don't understand the concept of what they're trying to do here, but you get an emblem. I think it'd be way cooler to do something that was inspired by non-Bungie media. Because what they're asking us to do is to basically just put on armor that's from the game. Right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong there?
Wonder if that means if you put on like their Star Wars transmog, you can't. You're out.
Bro, I said no. Stop sending me pictures. I think so.
It's kind of weird, but
yeah,
it's whatever.
Super weird. But I mean, technically, Renegades was inspired by Star Wars. So, if you're inspired by Renegades, then you should have Star Wars stuff. It's super confusing. Anyway,
Maybe you wouldn't put the the Mandalorian helmet on. That might get you thrown out. Pick a different helmet instead.
That's crazy though, because this literally came with Renegades. Can I not put my General Grievous armor on and carry a lightsaber?
I'm pretty sure that will get you thrown out. Yeah.
I'm doing it anyway, and then I'm gonna make a big deal about it on stream.
I like it.
Everyone will be mad at Bungie. All right. Anyway, congratulations to the Dark Hunt challenges, but FYI, you need to fill out a form if you did it. So this is important because I'm sure tons of people didn't play that or didn't read this. But as mentioned in the January 2022 TWID, all players who uploaded a full or partial playthrough of their successful hashtag Dark Agent Hunt completion will also get the current movie of the week emblem Artifacting signal. For us to grant this emblem, we need to... Okay, sorry for the confusion. Not the other emblem. Not like the fire emblem. But the
for the
movie
player
of the week emblem.
Movie of the week emblem. Yeah.
Yeah, movie of the week. For us to grant this emblem, we need to collect and validate your information via this form. So you fill out that form. So in addition to your fancy new brick wall torch emblem, you could also get the current movie of the week emblem. Which I can't remember what it looks like. I'm sure I'd recognize it as soon as I saw it, but anyway, my point is if you did that, make sure to fill out the form. Because you get an extra emblem. A pretty rare one, too. I don't think movie of the week is super... and they change it up every once in a while, so each one probably only has, like, a couple dozen people that have it. I would anticipate. That's some good advanced GG, chat. All right. They added more to the new player guide. Don't care. Put that shit in game. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you that. That's it. That's literally all that was in the TWID.
Yep. I mean, double invasion week is happening. They're letting us know again, but they told us that last week.
Right. Didn't they extend it, or is it happening this week?
It continues. Yeah.
Yeah, but it only started on the 3rd, didn't it?
Yeah, it's going until February 10th.
Okay, so they did extend it. Okay. Wait, no, they didn't. No,
That's 7 days.
Yeah, it goes from the 3rd to the 10th. Yeah, so that's basically they're just telling us what they told us last week. Got it, understood. See, I thought they were extending it. Because it says Invasion Test Week continues. The way you fucking say that is so stupid. Yeah, we get it. It started on Tuesday. It's still going. Thanks. All right, anyway. So, let's talk about what's not on here. The roadmap. The information about when Shadow of Order is going to launch. Whether it's going to be delayed. What the fuck is going on with Destiny? What is happening over at Bungie? We have, like, even I'm getting frustrated. And I don't care enough to get frustrated. That seems so crazy to me. It's like when you're pissing off the person that's like some of the hardest person to piss off when it comes to fucking Destiny content, like you're doing a lot wrong. You're not just doing something wrong here or there, but like, why is nobody talking? Where is DMG? Like, did he die? Like, why isn't he saying anything? I don't get it. Has he fully moved on from Destiny?
Whatever his new role was, yeah.
Well, he did say he had a new role, but like, who's replacing him? Like, it's fine. Yeah. I don't care if he moves, but where's the communication director for Destiny? Why is nobody talking about anything? It's crazy. Anyway, it's just Deej. What about him?
He's not the communications guy. He's a community manager. No, wait, that's Cosmo. Wait,
Cosmo
who is the community manager now?
I don't know. I never knew one. Cosmo got brought on. He got pushed to Marathon a long time ago.
Yeah,
and then they brought DMG back to be the communications manager for everything. It was supposed to be for Bungie or Destiny and Marathon, but then he took a new role. Yeah, Deej's been gone forever. I don't even know if he still works there.
I thought it was Cosmo is still is head of the community management. Not communications, but community management.
He might be head of it, but he's not the actual community manager. Anyway, he's doing a terrible job if that's the case. Sorry, Cosmo.
Don't apologize. They are not doing a great job. Like, listen, I understand DMG said he shouldn't have said anything about a roadmap when he did, but I'm sorry, but you did say it, and now it's an expectation. You can't just keep pushing it down the road without saying anything about it.
You just say something.
You know?
How fucking hard could it be to say something?
And we haven't heard anything about Shadow and Order being delayed either, even though there are now multiple people that are saying they've talked to insiders that have said that it's getting pushed. Like,
okay,
hello?
So, yeah, that's crazy. And just to clarify, DMG's Twitter profile does say he's still principal comms manager for Destiny. So he's got no excuse at this point. Let's Cosmo. I can't even find this guy on Twitter. I forget his name. His Twitter handle. Do you know it?
No.
Okay. Me either. Anyway, so we don't know who he is. Anyway, the point is, like, it's simple. As soon as Paul came out and said anything about anything, Bungie should have been like, yes, you are correct. We've delayed Shadow and Order. No, you were wrong. It's coming out on March 3rd. No, you're wrong. It drops today. Something. Just say something. Even if you don't know. My fear is they don't know when it's been delayed to, or my fear is they want something good to announce with the bad news. Like, we had to delay Shadow and Order, but we've got this really cool Guardian games for you between March 3rd and whatever. And have a really...
Well, it's not just Shadow and Order, because the rumors are saying that the dungeon or the raid's getting pushed too.
What raid?
Isn't there a new raid coming out, or a new dungeon? I thought there was a new raid coming out. Am I wrong? Am I so out of touch?
You gotta be. Like, why would they never did a second raid last year. They ain't gonna do one this year.
You're right. I don't know what I'm thinking. Different
that would be fucking... I got so excited for it. I thought you knew something I didn't. I'm like, new raid? What? That's crazy. No, we're supposed to get like a Pantheon-style dungeon event, but no new
That's what I meant. The Pantheon event. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to get to.
I would assume that would be delayed right along with Shadow and Order. Like, I had no intention thinking that they were going to delay that, but still drop this Dungeon Pantheon event. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
Dungeon
I knew
event.
that.
We gotta stop calling it a Dungeon Pantheon event, because we already know that's not what
they specifically said a dungeon-style Pantheon event in a communication once. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've walked that back, though, since then.
Fine. A dungeon event, whatever it happens to be. Oh, yeah. If Shadow and Order got delayed, it absolutely delayed that as well. Or maybe that's what this big delay is. Maybe, like, we should delay Shadow and Order, but see if we can get that dungeon event launched. That way it'll hold people over. But the team's like, well, we don't know if we can get it ready in time. You're going to have to delay saying anything.
Do you think it's about having it ready in time versus we just don't want it to be within the first 4 weeks of Marathon launching?
I talked about this on the podcast that I don't think that's the case. I think they chose March 5th for the release of Marathon because they already knew Shadow and Order was going to be delayed.
Okay. You think one came before the other, not the launch? Yeah.
I do. I don't think somebody went, let's release it on March 5th, but we got to delay this already ready DLC for Destiny. No, nobody said that.
Listen, I'm going to get real close for this one.
Okay.
We know what happens in these 6 month. We have a benchmark for these month 6 or whatever, these halfway point updates. The last one was so bad and so nothing. What the fuck could they be struggling to get ready?
Well, maybe they knew it was bad and nothing, and they got hit hard, and then they pivoted. They're like, we got to make Shadow and Order better. So they started adding new stuff, and they ran out of time.
I
Possible.
guess.
I could be wrong.
That's best case scenario. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like
That
they want to
could
give
that,
you more stuff, so we had to push it back.
that might be some copium going on in my brain. But yeah, my stern belief is they chose March 5th because they already knew that they had to delay Shadow and Order. The way they're announcing it is wrong. You would have taken a subclass in a major update. Yeah, okay. They didn't pivot into Marathon. Stop that. I told you that a million times. They did not take the 600 people on Destiny 2
Greener.
and go, here, finish
Don't
Marathon. But
don't
forget about
engage.
Shadow and Order.
Don't engage with Phonic on this. Right.
It's fucking stupid. You're thinking that is dumb. It's not what happened. I'm gonna be like eating my own fist when Bungie was like, "Sorry, we put too many people on Marathon to get it out on time that we had to delay Shadow and Order." I'm gonna be like, "God damn it, Phonic!" Can you imagine if they actually say that? That's it. That's when I delete the server.
They have not confirmed a delay yet, Depolito.
No, they have not, and that's part of the problem.
But
we're
we have
1
too
month
many
away
people.
officially.
There's too much smoke now. Too many people saying inside sources that have a vested interest in not saying inside sources if they didn't actually have inside sources. It would be bad.
Yeah, but I could say it right now and people would believe me.
Yeah, but you're not somebody that has a vested interest, like a professional interest in this. Like, not the same. Some of the people who have said inside sources, you know, if it turns out, if it came out that they didn't actually have any sources, that would be it for them, for their career.
Yeah, but if you're right, which I can pretty much say right now, we're right. I would get more credibility if I went out on Twitter and be like, 100% confirmed, delayed Shadow and Order, inside source just told me. Yada, everybody like, oh my god, he's got inside source. Oh my god, it's so cool.
Let's run a Twitter experiment.
And then it doesn't get delayed. then everybody be like, you fucking liar. Wait, hold on. I want to read this. Due to unrelated issues impacting Destiny servers today, we were unable to move forward with our planned server testing. This testing has been rescheduled to tomorrow, February 6th, beginning roughly at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. As a reminder, the purpose of the testing is gathering data around a server setting aimed at improving background world server performance. Players may see more guitar errors across Destiny 2, especially in long-running tower instances. This is expected test outcome that we are looking to resolve in a future update and is a key part of the data we're collecting. Okay. There you go. There's some information for you.
Yeah,
No,
they definitely didn't try to push that update today, and it fucked everything up. That definitely didn't happen.
Why would they lie about that though? Like, because you could say two things. Due to the unrelated issue impacting Destiny services today, we were unable to move forward with our planned testing. Or they could just say, we are unable to move forward with our planned testing that we had for today. Like, they don't need to lie.
Today wasn't a normal update day. What the fuck happened then on the back end?
They definitely got, like, DDoS, bro.
Everything.
100%.
Is that what you think? You think that's what it is? They got DDoSed? All right.
Well, I mean everything went down. Destiny 1 went down.
No.
Their servers went down. The API went down. Destiny 2 went down. Everything went down. That's indicative of a DDoS attack.
Yeah, let me go check C-Bro and see what he has to say.
I feel like it is. I mean, it could have been something else. Maybe somebody just tripped over a power cable. But maybe somebody hacked the server and threatened to release all their nudes. DDoS, but by their own employees. I doubt their own employees would DDoS the company.
He doesn't say anything.
Yeah. I don't even know who that is. So
API error, what we're seeing is Destiny throttled by game server. I don't know exactly what that means. Cbro is I don't want to call him a streamer, but he streams his stream when it's up normally has Destiny's API activity on it. And it's showing what people are playing, it's showing how many people are connected. But it's really showing the trend in API requests being sent out. And so when there's a problem that's causing like a lot of people to be disconnected from the game, you can normally see that occurring in the API data. Normally when there's like a DDoS, you see like a major spike in API requests, and then everything crashes immediately afterwards. Like the whole bar will go straight up and then level out, and then everything crashes and goes away as their servers just die from everything that's going on. Didn't really see that today, but
all right.
Anyway, he does live tracking on what's going on with the API. Like he monitors the API live.
Okay. Cool. Sorry, I got distracted by something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna close it so I stop looking at it. Okay, all right. So basically, all there was to talk about was a little bitty twid. Nothing on the update. No communication from Bungie. Their servers went down today. We don't know why. They got to do more testing tomorrow, which is going to cause more errors tomorrow. We don't know what they're testing. I guess they said it's to help with server stability later in life. That's great. I guess that's always nice to have. Well,
hey, that means they're planning on there being a later in life for Destiny.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, I was like, why are they concerned about server stability when they had enough servers for 3 million players and they've only got like 200,000 now? So, like, surely they should have plenty of server stability, right?
You would think.
Yeah, you would think. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how coding works and all that stuff. And I'm sure as they don't need servers anymore, they repurpose them for other stuff, or sell the space, rent it out, whatever. You don't just sit on empty servers all day long. That'd be a waste. That would be a waste. Anyway, what else there to talk about? Nothing.
I mean, nothing about Destiny. What have you been playing this week, Greener?
What have I been playing? I've been playing Arc Raiders, sir. Of course.
Yeah? And how's that going?
Well, I've gotten to the very last rank before the top 1,000 in the world rank. Cantina Legend is what it's called. So I'm currently a hot shot. Is the rank. So basically, I need to score higher than the top 1,000 players in the world this week by Monday to become a Cantina Legend.
Think you're going to make it happen?
I don't know. It doesn't show you the scores for the Cantina Legend. I'm going to do really well. I'm pretty good at getting high scores in trials. But if I have kind of read it and Googled how high it usually gets, and it's significantly higher than I anticipated. But the thing is, I do trials solo, and you can get triple the points if you do it grouped up. So I've started trying to group up and do them. The first one went really well. I got, if you don't know how it works, there's 5 trials. Each one you get a certain amount of points. Different depending on the random trials each week. There's certain ones that you can get lots of points in, and other ones that are kind of like capped out. Because there's just only so many things you can do with them. So one of the ones that you can get quite a few points is opening arc probes. I know that sounds weird, lame or weird or whatever it is, but you open as many as you can on one map. The electromagnetic storm has a bunch of them on all the maps that map condition is on. And anyway, I was able to get 33,000 by myself. With a team, we were able to do 49,000. So you can tell it's quite a significant jump from 33 to 49. So there's a couple things that I want to try to do with this week to try to boost my score up, because there's another trial this week is get as much damage on wasps as you can, and there's another one that's get as much damage on ground-based vehicles as you can. I was able to get pretty high scores on both of them, but I could probably double or triple them with a team. The problem is, in a team, usually you have to fight with other teams that want to get a high score as well. Which means the problem is, like, you need to bring in expensive loadouts to get high damage on things. So if you lose the fight to the other team, like, you lose a lot of stuff.
I mean, isn't that the fun of playing these kind of games, though?
It's, it is, in a way, but, like, when I want to go and do trials, I just kind of want to go and do trials. I want to bring in, like, all my wolf packs and do a ton of damage to, like, Rocketeers. I don't necessarily want to have to deal with other people. But
you get all their wolf packs.
That kind of is the name. If you win the fight, usually I'm so focused on getting as many points as I can that I'm not even really thinking about other players. And then sometimes they just appear and they kill you, and then you're like, oh well, fuck. There you go. There's my wolf packs.
Well, fuck.
I mean, that's all you can really say, right? Well, fuck. And then, so I did do 2 matches last night with a group of players where we were trying to do damage to wasps in Blue Gate during Hidden Gate or Hidden Locked Gate. It's a special map condition that gives you 9 extra minutes inside the map, so it's kind of a good one for doing damage on stuff. But we got killed twice, and I probably lost like $300,000 worth of loot. And then one of the guys I was with was just like, rah, rage quit. I don't know why people rage quit, though. It's just like, it's whatever, man. Who gives a fuck?
That was his last Wolfpack round he lost.
I guess. I don't know, man. They're super easy to make if you have the blueprint for it. So.
And he's got to buy all his shit from his friend who actually has the blueprint and won't share it.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's my story of trials. So I'm pretty close. It only really matters on the last week of the season, though, which is funny. Because as long as you can stay, you need to be the highest rank that you get in a season in the last week. Because then that's what you get all your rewards for when the season's over, is the rank that you're in. So the way Cantina Legend works is it's the top 1,000. You can get the hot shot, and as long as you score high enough, you just stay there. So you don't have to try too hard. You just need to get, a certain score, and you stay there in hot shot. This is my first week that I'm able to potentially get up to Cantina Legend, so I'm gonna try. But I can't imagine me staying there for the next 4 weeks.
Do you care about staying there for the next 4 weeks, or you just want to get on the list?
I just want to get on the list once, but I also want to be on the list on the last week, so because you get bonus rewards for each tier that you move up, and you don't get it for where you've been that season. You only got to
be there at the end.
You got to be there at the end. So the last week's the only one that matters for Cantina Legend, in my opinion. But I am trying this week, is my point. But I'm going to try again on the last week, the week of the expedition. But everybody's going to be trying on that week, of course. So it's gonna be a rough one. But you get almost all of the same stuff except for one variation of the outfit that's like blue and pink or something. That's only for Cantina Legends. So I do want it, but I'll be okay with all the other loot as well. Anything in Destiny? No, we already talked about everything in Destiny, man. You missed the beginning part of the stream. We said on the podcast, it's one of the first times we're actually going to talk about other games because there's so little to talk about in Destiny. All we did is complain about how little there is to talk about in Destiny. Actually, to be completely honest.
And he clearly has not played any Destiny this week either.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
This week, not since Tuesday. I did play on Monday. I
Okay.
attempted the emblem thingy, but after like 20 minutes, I was like, nah, I'm good. So I just played some Portal, leveled up a little bit, and then bounced.
Yeah, I started that a couple of times and got halfway through a couple of times, but then I was like, do I really want to do this? Do I care about this emblem? And I said, nope, I sure don't. And I turned it off.
I was in the middle of the first phase of the second encounter when I was like, this is why I hate this dungeon, is how long this fucking encounter is. And so I left.
I did play a little bit. I played 1 GM or 2 GMs earlier just to get the drop for the week. I'll be doing some Crimson Days scrims on Saturday. So we'll be doing some bows only PvP on Saturday, but I've mostly been playing Diablo. I want you to take a guess about how many hours you think I've put on Diablo in the 3 weeks I've been playing it.
Okay, it's going to be a really high number, or you wouldn't be playing this game. 3 weeks. There's 24 hours a day. Do some math here. 8 times 21. 168.
I have put, well, it might be that now, but as of 2 days ago, I had put 145 hours on the game.
Jesus Christ.
Just in 3 weeks.
That's
the only thing,
chat.
The only thing I've been playing.
Just to be clear, chat, I just did 8 times 21, and that's how I got 168. That's 8 hours a day. That's nuts. Do your legs work, bro?
I get done working. I get on the game. It's how and chat with people.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I know a lot of people that do that.
Are my legs working? Yeah, I do. I do my physical activity before I work. I get up in the morning. I do my physical activity. I get ready for work. I go to work, and then I recreate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to walk after gaming for 8 hours. I just don't know if I could. That's why I got a standing desk. I kind of want to stand up now. It's making me antsy just thinking about it.
I mean, a certain number of those hours are just my character sitting there while I'm like doing the dishes or making dinner or chatting with the wife.
That's good.
Some of it's like I left the game on while I was watching something on the television. You know, there's other things going on, but
all right, that's good.
It's still a lot.
That is a lot. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Considering I thought I've been playing Arc Raiders a lot. Here, let me check. So last 2 weeks, 33.8 hours. So a fraction of the amount. And I'm zoomed in here. Total 247 hours since November.
Hey, Phonic. I've already burned through almost 200 blighted husks, or betrayer husks, just today.
I don't understand what that means, but all right.
They're loot keys to open a boss chest after you beat a certain boss. So, listen,
okay.
man, Diablo scratches the looter itch for me in a way that I enjoy. Like if the Warframe like gameplay loop hit better, it would be I would have similar numbers on that. The loot games where they're like my character's seasonal even, so like all this shit's gonna go away in a few weeks. Like it's not gonna matter that I did all this. It's gonna go into the Eternal Realm and I'm never gonna play it again. But Diablo 4 currently, they fixed their itemization situation that they had back in the beginning when it first launched.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you so many ways to modify your gear now that, like, even if you are farming and you get something that's only like a 60% roll of what you want, you have a pretty fair chance to get that 60% piece of gear up to like 80 to 100% of what it is that you wanted, or even above 100%. Because there's so many tools that you have to either target farm or modify stuff once you get it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of systems on how they deal with loot that I wish other games like Destiny had something in them as well. So
Yeah, no, I agree. It's ironic because I remember when I used to play the Division 2, they have a system where you can change the stats on your weapon. So
yeah,
you'd get like rolls on your weapon, but then you have RNG ways of re-rolling it ish by targeting the things you don't want and the things you. And I used to think like it was before I got really into like min maxing. I was like, oh my god, this is so complicated.
yeah,
all I want to do is just like get some strong guns, you know. Um, this is like the first one, even that I'm talking about, Division 1, because they had it in that too. But I guess my point is like Destiny is like the only one that doesn't have that. They kind of added a little bit with, well, they added a little bit with some of the masterworking on the tier 5s that you can do now. With the you can help adjust the stats that are on your rolls, but like not fully like you can on those other games. You can just do full. So like you don't like that stat, replace it with another one. Okay, you didn't get enough points when you tried to replace it. Try a few more, mats, and we'll go again. There is RNG to it on some of the games. I don't know what it's like on Diablo, but so if it's RNG or you can just target it or not. But Division was always, it was a little RNG based where you could re-roll it and you'd get a good roll or you'd get a medium roll or something like that. I can't remember.
yeah.
You didn't always get what you wanted, but you had to spend mats on it regardless. And then you'd roll it a few times and get what you wanted, and you'd be like, oh, okay, I'm good to go.
Yep, pretty similar. Pretty similar experience with Diablo,
okay.
and I like it. I dig it.
Oh yeah,
It's
I would too.
satisfying.
Like, if you get something that you like and then you get to change it, and if you get bored of playing that way, you can re-roll the gear that you have into different, like totally different, like go from tank to damage dealer if you wanted to, by re-rolling things if you had enough stats for it, But
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not going to replace Destiny for me, but because it's
no.
it's a completely different game. I like how Destiny feels to play.
Yeah.
Destiny is a great shooter, and so I'm not going to just run away on it. But when Destiny is slow, or I've done everything I'm going to do in Destiny, being able to just go over to another similar game that I can invest some time in
Feels
on a
good, yeah.
seasonal model and get in, get out, I think that's going to be really good for me personally.
Good. That's a solid choice. Maybe I'll get back into Diablo, but I don't know. I'm playing Arc Raiders and soon to be Marathon, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Marathon a try when it comes out. I hope
Yeah.
I hope my old potato fingers can keep up with everybody in there. We'll see.
Well, it's definitely going to be a lot more competitive than something like Arc Raiders, in my opinion. That's something I said way back in the day, that Arc's going to be far more social, and Marathon's going to be sweats. But we'll see. We'll see. It depends, really, what it is. Like, that stuff kind of intimidates me. Like this Durandal ship raid while extraction shooting PvP shit.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. Like, I don't understand how that's gonna feel good. Hopefully they've done it right, because it sounds crazy. But I don't know, man. But that's where everybody's gonna want to be. That's where all the best shit comes. That'd be like playing Wrath of the Lich King and just never going to Ice Crown Citadel. What the fuck's the point? You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. It sounds crazy. It definitely sounds way more interesting than what Ark has to offer. I used to think, but hear me out. I used to think the queens and the matriarchs were intimidating, but now I just like run up to them and like throw mines on them and run away.
Yeah. And you've
all.
solved it. You've solved the problem. Yeah.
Well, that's all. That's all it is anymore. It's like once you just get into the game, you understand. It's like, you know what? If you run over to that guy and he kills you, it's no big deal. Just go again. And you're like, you know what? So yeah, you do that. And you're like, wee, that was fun. You fucking use a little zip line, you jump on top of them, you blast open the doors, you throw a mine inside the core, and then you leap off into the sky while being shot at by rocketeers. It's a blast. It's a great time. It shouldn't be scary. People avoid that shit because it seems intimidating. Because they don't want to die. I think that's people's biggest fear in extraction shooters. They don't want to die and lose stuff, and I think that's their biggest drawback. That's what's holding them back the most in these games, is the fear of dying.
Yeah.
Don't be scared of dying. Don't
sense.
be scared of losing stuff. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. It does make sense, but I'm just telling you, get in there, have fun. Have fun. Do crazy shit. Enjoy life. And you'll enjoy the game. Anyway, they announced their second expedition stuff today.
Yeah.
Seeing that on Twitter?
I saw something about it. Yeah.
They decreased the amount that you need to make for your extra skill points.
Catering to them art casuals, man.
Catering to them art casuals. Okay, so here's the deal. If you're doing your second expedition too, you can also catch up on the points you missed on the first expedition. So if you only got like $2 million last time and got 2 points, you can make up the 3 that you missed, which is crazy. That's super crazy to me. I'm just like, what? Why did I get $5 million last time? I want to be an Arc Raider Gatekeeper, by the way. I want to have the most skill points out of everyone. Anyway, not really. So it's permanent stash expedition bonuses. On the first one, we got the patchwork outfit, some Scrappy cosmetics. Scrappy's a little rooster. He's cute. The expedition indicator icon. You get all that for your first expedition. So the way they're going to do it is they're going to give different awards based on which expedition you're on. So if you still do your first one, you get all that stuff. You get your 12 stash spaces. You can get from 0 to 5 skill points. And then you get consecutive expedition buffs, which we didn't know these were consecutive expedition buffs before. So before we just assumed that these would be expedition buffs. When I get to them on the second one, they're consecutive. So they increase as you go, which is really cool. I like that. That's neat. So we got a 5% XP boost, a 6% scrappy material boost, and a 60% repair value increase. That's all in your first one. So if you did that before, you got all that stuff for the last 3 months, and if you do it now, you'll have it for the next 3 months. But if you're on your second expedition, so you get an evolved version of the patchwork outfit, which is what I've used currently all season, just to show people that I went on the expedition. And if it's different enough, I'll probably use it all next season, unless I end up getting that Cantina Legend skin, which is way harder than doing an expedition. So I might wear that instead. It depends. The evolved version of the patchwork might be really cool too. It says Scrappy Cosmetics again, the words are exactly the same, so I don't know if we're getting new ones or just whatever. You're getting new ones or not. And then we get the expedition indicator icon. Not a special one for your second expedition, apparently. There should be a little number 2 beside it, but whatever. It's fine. That's fine. So, permanent bonuses, 24 stash pieces. Let's go. The biggest part of this game is not having enough stash space. I swear to shit. It's so frustrating. Then you can get 5 more skill points, and you can catch up on any missing ones. But the thing is, you only need 3 million this time for 5. And you'll never guess how much money I already have. Just from playing the game, 2.7 million. So I don't need to do a big week grind at the end of the season this year. So that's nice. But after that, after the 3 million, the catch-up points are 300,000 each. So even if you only got 1 last time, or you didn't even have a million, did your expedition but didn't have a million, so you missed all 5. Isn't that it? That's it. Those are rookie numbers. They're not rookie numbers when you actually spend your money. Okay. I go into raids with like 12 wolf packs and just start fucking chucking them everywhere. It's great. I love it. Anyway, where was I? Oh, so you can catch up on those 5 points, and so it's 300,000 each. So whatever that equals, 1.5 million. So 4.5 million you could get 10 points this time. Are you going to hit partnership plus 2? Well, I mean, we hit partnership plus 2, and we get to hold it for 12 months until November of the next year. This year now, but we have lost the 3-month streak, if that's what you're wondering. We'll push for it again in August if we're all still here.
If we're all still here.
I mean, our stream numbers have been going down along with Destiny, so except for this stream's usually holds out pretty standard around 20. So that's good. Let's go. It says you have a plus goal. Well, I always have a plus goal. I always want to be at partnership plus 2. So every time we drop below it, that plus goal will pop up and say, hey, you need to get to 300. It's only the 5th day of February. That's why. That goes month to month. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that anymore right now. The last thing to talk about here is the consecutive expedition buffs, which are nice. 10% total XP. XP is not hard to get, but it's kind of annoying to level up again and 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 again. So I've gone to 75 twice now. Second time it didn't take as long because I know how to get XP better. So, stay in raids longer, do more damage, kill things, boom, boom, bang, bang. But we get a 10% boost. Last time we only had 5%. So it increased from 5 to 10 if you're doing your second expedition. Your scrappy boost materials are going from 6 to 12%, which is really nice. And then your repair value increase going from 60 to 70. But here's the thing about the repair value. It pisses me off so much, right? So say you have something that has like 1% durability left in this game. If you repair it, it goes up 50% to 51. Right? Or it's broken. It goes from 0 to 50. That's easier. And then you repair it again, and you go from 50 to 100. Right? It makes sense. It's perfect. You go from 0 to 100. You need materials to do it twice. Here's what I hate. We have a 60% repair value now. So if we repair something, it goes from 0 to 60. But you still got to repair it again to get to 100. So there's no bonus unless you want to sit at 60. Which, depending on what piece of armor or shield or gun that you're using, 60 still has the potential of breaking in the raid you're in. So you want to be at 100 every single time. So this 70% is going to be just as bad. I'm going to go from 0 to 70, and then I'm going to have to repair it again to go from 70 to 100. The only reason it's going to be good is if I'm at 30 or above, and then I could just repair it once. But anyway. There. That's my Arc Raiders news and report back for something to talk about during our Destiny 2 stream, by the way. Our podcast. Look, I mean, we got to do it. It's a game I'm playing a lot. I'm going to play a lot of Marathon, so I'm probably going to talk about that too. Yeah, we're getting close. Well, hopefully we'll have more to talk about Destiny, to be fair. Like, surely we got to get a roadmap at some point.
Like next week, right?
Well, you know what?
Right?
We've been saying that for 2 weeks, right? Like,
Right?
I'm getting to the point where there's no guarantee that we're ever getting a roadmap. I think they may have shut down Destiny and just haven't told everyone yet.
Today was just a test of shutting down the servers.
Yeah, it was just a test on how to shut it down. Yeah.
That would be more fun if it didn't feel like it was kind of true.
I don't think it's true. They still got 300,000. You know how successful per day? Like, it's successful a live shooter franchise that has that many players? That's crazy.
No.
Yeah. Nobody's shutting anything down with that amount of players. But they are fumbling their communication at the beginning of 2026, 100%. And they need to fix that. Because they already don't have great... What are they doing? I just don't get it. Like, somebody's telling people they're not allowed to talk.
Yeah.
They have to be. So, like...
I would agree.
Nobody wouldn't say anything. Somebody's saying, no, keep your fucking mouth shut until we have this, this, and this ready to go. It's not a gag order when your company says, don't say anything. I don't think. Like, if I was working on a show and they were like, this hasn't been announced to the public yet, you can't say anything, I wouldn't go, gag order. A gag order is actually something that's, you know, that term is an actual legal document that says you can't say anything. I think it's more along the lines of somebody's like, hey, I'm your boss, I'm telling you, don't mention this until we're ready, type situation. I don't think they're gag ordering and NDAing people right now. If you know what I mean. Yeah, anyway, I think it's silly. I think it's weird. I think they need to spruce up. It's funny. This is one of the things that I always used to give Bungie credit for. People used to complain about the fact that they didn't communicate. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I've never heard any gaming community communicate more than Bungie in my entire life. And now here they are making me feel like a fucking idiot by just like, there's a clear thing that needs to be said. You just need to say it. But they're all super quiet and not communicating. It's like, what the fuck? I feel like putting out today's TWAB or TWID or whatever the fuck it's called, as is actually worse than if they just came out on Twitter and were like, listen, we wanted to have a bunch of stuff in the TWAB about to tell you what we've been doing, but it's not ready. Can you guys wait until next week?
That would be good.
And I'd be like, yes, you're fucking right, I can't. Thank you for fucking saying something. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Instead of just putting out this dog shit thing and then like not even acknowledging what everybody wants to hear. Yeah, absolutely a problem. Anyway, whatever. Not much we can do about it now. We just wait till next Thursday. Unless they drop like news midweek for some reason. We're always waiting for the TWID, but it's not like they haven't put out articles on Mondays and Wednesdays and Tuesdays before, so...
Yeah.
I guess it could come at any time.
I mean, it'll hit Twitter first whenever they make the announcement. That'll be the first place it shows up. Then it'll be in a linked article.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. All right, so you've been playing Diablo. I've been playing Art Creators. We've dabbled in a little Destiny. Is there anything else?
I'm probably going to be picking Overwatch back up. Overwatch had a big announcement.
I saw
yesterday
the Overwatch
or the day before. They're dropping the 2 from Overwatch. It's just going back to Overwatch, but they're making a lot of changes to the game. Okay. They're adding 5 new heroes right off the bat when the new season starts, and they're going to add another 5 over over a course of time. And they're breaking up all the heroes. Like, you know, you've got like categories of heroes. You got supports, you've got DPS, and you've got tanks. But they're breaking up all of those groups, those classes into a bunch of specializations. So they're gonna kind of differentiate the characters a little bit more. So it's pretty exciting. Probably gonna go back and give another go.
Cool. No, that's great. All I saw was the name change, and I was like, that's gonna make you go back? I was like, that's crazy. They should do that to Destiny. But no, there was more information.
Yeah. The funny thing is, People are like, this new hero looks just like Phoenix from Marvel Rivals. I'm all, bitch. Marvel Rivals looks like fucking Overwatch, and Overwatch looks like fucking, what is it?
Team Fortress.
Team Fortress. Yes,
Yeah.
it's fucking Team Fortress all over again. I mean, come on. What are we doing? They just copied, Overwatch just copied Marvel Rivals. Come on.
Come on. Yeah, to be fair, if I were to play one of those games, it would be Overwatch. So. Sorry, I had to cough, so I muted my mic.
Yeah. And then, of course, Marathon's going to be coming out, and I'm going to have to try it.
Yeah.
Because extraction shooter with Bungie shooting mechanics, that I'm always nervous to play extraction shooters. But another game with the Bungie feel of shooting, I'm all for giving it a try.
Yeah, give it a shot. You might fucking hate it, and that's okay. That is okay. The good news is they're supposed to have a free weekend before the game launches. So try it then.
Yeah.
If you don't
have to invest any money.
Don't buy it. Is that a mistake? Or do they believe in Marathon that much? Who knows? I don't. I don't know. I do believe in, well, yeah, I believe in Marathon. I think it's gonna be fun.
I believe in Marathon. That's very,
I had to think
a
about
lot
it.
of
Like,
conviction
to be fair,
there.
Listen, the April playtest was fun.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of problems with it. Would I play that game that I was given for a long time? No. But you got to recognize that there was a ton of shit that wasn't in that is now in the game. First off, we had a couple different characters. Now we've got like 7 different thingy-mabobbers. There's a bunch of maps. There was only 2 in the April playtest. Then you've got all that end game raid shit that they keep talking about. There's going to be tons of quests and things, and it's all the stuff that keeps me coming back to Arc Raiders. But this one's going to have first person, and it's going to have Bungie gun feel. Like, both those things are what's wrong with Arc Raiders. The guns feel like shit, and it's third person, which I hate. So, yeah. I mean, all they've got to do is get all that other stuff right. I do think Arc has a bit of a edge on them, like PvE-wise, but maybe they came up with some really interesting and cool things to do that kind of helped that. But at the end of the day, like, Marathon is going to be, more of a competitive extraction shooter, so the PvE stuff's not going to matter as much, in my opinion. But we'll see. And the more I play Arc Raiders, the more the PvE shit gets annoying. So.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not saying that game's perfect. I know I play it a lot, but let's be clear, that game's not perfect. I enjoy it. I think I'm going to do this expedition, which I'm pretty much ready to go for. I need another 300,000. I'm going to increase my stuff. And the game will feel fresh again for like a couple weeks. Because, I won't have any blueprints anymore. And all my guns will be shitty. And I'll be level 2, so I can only run for 10 feet before I get tired. What am I doing with my life? But the problem is the next reset is right around, like, Marathon comes like a week and a half later, or a week later. And we bounce it off one and onto that. So we'll see which one holds my attention afterwards. Maybe it'll be both. Then I won't have any time for Destiny. What do I do?
Shut down the server.
A lot of good stuff in the server that's not Destiny related, but it definitely Destiny's interest is what keeps things alive. So it's tricky to go back and forth on that. Anyway, it doesn't matter that much. I think we're fine. We just need to get through this really like weird communication spot, and then I think people will back. Like the activity in you guys might not realize it, but like the activity in the SGC is still higher than it was during Edge of Fate by like quite a bit. Like people may be complaining about the game, but they're still playing it more than they were during Edge of Fate by a significant amount, not just a small amount, a significant amount. And how do I know that? Well, I have all the stats to prove it. So I'm not bringing them up right now. I wanted to point it out. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Oh, there was a new announcement of a new game today, and we can end it on that. But did you see that announcement, that Horizon game of service?
Yes, and I vomited in my mouth a little bit.
You don't like it, eh?
You know how I am about my IPs. Horizon is a good IP.
It is a good IP.
This is definitely the Fortnite version of fucking Horizon. Look at those character models, bruh.
They don't bother me.
They're cartoon characters.
The art style, nah. That's okay. Listen, you're right. I would have preferred the art style of Horizon, but you can't make an MMO that looks like that and expect it to run on normal stuff. Can you? So they changed the art style so there's less pixels. You don't know why? Because Horizon barely runs on a PlayStation 5. Imagine putting that on a server and throwing like 100 people onto it. That fucking shit would crash all the time.
That doesn't mean you turn it into looking like bro, I literally thought before I knew what I was watching, because I caught a video in the middle, I thought I was watching a Fortnite Horizon crossover. Like Horizon did a crossover event in Fortnite. I thought I was watching Fortnite for a second.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so the art style is similar, yes. I get it. That's fine.
It's not a Horizon game that's aimed at me, you know, the adult with lots of money to spend. Like, dude, it's aimed at kids with their parents' credit cards. That's who it's aimed at. That's what the art style says to me, anyway.
Well, maybe that's who they're aiming for. You got to remember, all right, listen, hear me out. Bungie looked at this game, and they looked at the Last of Us game, and they decided this is the one that needs to be released. So there must be something good in there.
Yeah.
And then they canceled the Last of Us one. So it's got to be good, right?
Yeah, sure, bro.
Bungie said it was good. Guys, Bungie. Our favorite video game developer of all time. I'm just spewing shit at this point. I don't actually know if Bungie went to Guerrilla and looked at this game or not. I know they went to The Last of Us, and then The Last of Us game got shut down. But as far as I know, then they started investing more into this game, which would lead me to believe that they believed in one over the other. There's got to be a reason for that. I don't know what said reason is. Anyway, there was some gameplay of a bunch of people fighting. There's 2 different videos out there right now, by the way. There was the announcement trailer, which had no gameplay, and it basically just said, this is going to be class-based. And it showed off the class-based characters, and then everyone was like, oh my god, it's Concord 3. Oh, the characters are ugly. Rawr. That was Twitter this week, by the way. Mainly because of the big girl. Nobody likes her. You believe people, man. I can't handle it. It's so stupid. I hate gamers. I don't. I hate grifters. That's the word I'm looking for.
I'm watching the trailer again.
Okay. The trailer.
I'm seeing if it changes my mind.
Or the gameplay.
The preview trailer. And I'm looking at these Fortnite characters battle these cartoon battling these cartoon cell shaded versions of the robots from the Horizon game, and by their cartoon looking houses. Nah, man, it's not for me.
You don't have to play it. That's fine. I'm not going to play it either. I never thought I was going to play this game. Even when they announced it. Even when I thought it might look exactly like Horizon. I was like, I don't think I want to play Horizon MMO. If it's free, I might try it.
It doesn't look like it's really an MMO. It's a...
Okay, yeah, a multiplayer. Horizon multiplayer.
It's a co-op. It's a co-op action game. Like, you know.
Might be an MMO, though. You might go to the cities, and everybody's there, hanging out, and then when you go into the fields, you go out in parties. It could still be an MMO. We don't know what it is. Oh, wait, never mind. It literally says will be a 3-player co-op action game. Never mind. With roguelite elements. Oh, okay. I missed all of that. Well, whatever. All right, anyway, we just want to talk about some other news that hit today. Because
there's even a storm that closes in on you that's purple. I mean, come on. No. Come on. Yeah, it's in the gameplay. It's in the gameplay reveal.
Never mind. I got nothing. Got nothing to say. It sounds like Night Rain, then. 3-player co-op where you fight bosses and machines while you run out of time. Yeah, that's Night Rain. Literally Night Rain. Nobody liked that game. Why did they make another one? Well, because they were already like 6 years into development, probably. Holy moly. I like Fortnite. Well, there you go. Lots of people actually like Fortnite. So it's not a bad idea for a game to look like Fortnite. They're just definitely not going to encourage a certain audience. But the problem is with Fortnite fans, they're not going to play other games that look like Fortnite. They're just going to keep playing Fortnite. So you need to be really special to pull them away from Fortnite. So we'll see what this game has to offer. But it's either dog shit or it's not. We'll see. I don't know. Sony has not been lucky with their attempts at live service games. I give them luck.
That's why they bought Destiny.
Well, all their bad luck has come from after Destiny, to be honest. Because they had Concord, which absolutely just shit the bed. That game got shut down instead of gone free to play. It's just crazy to me. I still think that's crazy. They shut The Last of Us down. What else? There's been more stuff that's either been canceled or just shuttered because of live. A lot of people.
Well, they had like 14. They had like 14 live service games queued, and they killed almost all of them.
Yeah, because it just wasn't working, and they were seeing what was happening to other stuff, like Suicide Squad released, and it had a solid, foundation under it, but it just absolutely fucking tanked. And that game was in production for like 10 years at Rocksteady. They could have been pumping out awesome fucking Arkham likes. Except for they were making that shit. Garbage. And then, Avengers didn't do well. That was from Square Enix. Everybody's just trying to come up with the next one that was going to be, honestly, the next Destiny. Look at those games. They all look like Destiny. Everybody wanted the next Destiny. Even Sony. So they bought it. They're like, All right, we're going to buy Destiny, and then we'll own Destiny. We don't need the next Destiny. In fact, we're going to take members of this team, and we're going to ask them to go look at what we've already got and tell us if they think it's the next Destiny. And all of them were no. Except for apparently this one. that looks like Fortnite. So, does that mean Destiny is Fortnite confirmed?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. This Horizon game might be good. I don't know. The art style just doesn't appeal to me. That's all.
It doesn't have to. Yeah, I get it. I think we should probably just end.
Alrighty. Well, Crimson Days is coming for those people in our community that are still playing Destiny 2. Signups are open now to get your two-person team registered for the PvP tournament, the Bows Only PvP tournament that is happening on Saturday, February 21st at 1:00 p.m. Eastern. And then we will throughout the course of the month, we will be hosting multiple like casual 6v6 Bows Only PvP, where if you come and participate for 3 games, you will earn yourself some loyalty points and a ticket into a prize drawing. So be looking for those events to be set up on the server. Anybody with the SGC community tag is eligible, not just clan members, though you do need to be a clan member to get in on the actual tournament at the end. So there you go. Go sign up today.
Woo! There's I don't have any details for it yet, but there may be like a little mini Gambit thing happening at the end of the week. The end of this week. And by end of this week, I mean end of the Destiny week. So like Sunday, Monday, something like that, I think. Anyway, you'll see a ping about it. It'll help you guys get Community Player of the Week points. So will this Crimson Day stuff. Custom games.
There's one on Saturday. Yeah.
There's one on Saturday coming, so that'll help. We've got 13 emblems going out for Community Player of the Week competition, if you guys didn't see that. So lots of stuff to do this week. Community Player of the Week competition. Get raffle tickets for emblems. We've got Crimson Day Crucible. What is it when you're scrims? That's the word I was looking for.
There you go.
I'm getting old. I'm forgetting a lot more words. Like I don't think it's just here or there. And then potential something Gambit-y related on Sunday or Monday. All right. Announcement about that will be coming. Phonic is running it, so just waiting on him to give me the details of what he wants to do. Oh, he already did. He just didn't ping me about it. It's going to be on Monday, 2 p.m. MST, whatever the fuck that is, Mountain Standard. That's essentially 2 hours past Eastern. That's 4 Eastern, for anyone who wants to know. Or 1 o'clock Pacific on Monday. There's going to be more stuff to it. I'll hit you with a ping. Let you know where to go and where to find it. So make sure to keep an eye out for it. And that'll help. That'll be fun. There's going to be some... there's going to be some of that. There's going to be... everything will help contribute to the Community Player of the Week event. So we're just trying to help you give more stuff to do that as well. So Gambit, Crucible, and general play. Have fun. Earn some things. And get some emblems. Have some fun with the boys and the girls. And check out our loyalty store for any loyalty you might be earning while doing all this. Because we've got a bunch of stuff in there. I think that's it. All right, if you're listening to this podcast and you're not in the Shrouded Gaming community, we're not always this down on the game. Please swing by and help us be happy again. ShroudedGaming.com/Discord. You can check us out. We're mainly a Destiny community that sprinkles some other stuff into this community now. But that's it. I think we're out of here. I think we're done. It's been a lovely Thursday evening talking about that massive TWID. Thanks for watching episode 139 of This Week at Shrouded. I was your host, Dave Greener. Thanks to Mr. Rex for being here. And we'll see you next week if there's actual news. Goodbye.
Good night.